Hello, guys. Today I'm interviewing Chris Busi. He is 3-0. You're 3-0, and you're a middleweight, aren't you?
Yeah, so um, I normally fight in between middle, sometimes super middle. Of recent, I've been boxing a little higher, but my preferred weight is a middleweight, super middle.
All right.
Yeah,
So, so at your last fight, what weight were you boxing at?
I came in. My last fight was probably the heaviest I've come in. I come in about 79 kilos, but it's because I kind of got the notice in short notice. We didn't really put too much pressure on cutting weight.
Yeah, you had a tricky opponent that night, didn't you?
Yeah. I didn't because there wasn't really much footage of him online, so I didn't really know what to expect or how he was going to come out of it. But you know what I mean. You get in there and you know what I mean. You make sure you get things done.
Do you think you could have made it a bit easier for yourself?
Yes, I feel like I could have been a lot more busy. Could have been a lot more busy. I could have. I don't really feel like I showcased my skills as well as I should have. But in saying that, it has been. I've had three now. My first fight was before COVID,
Yeah.
and then long layoff. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I returned back in the ring in April earlier this year.
Yeah, live on Box Nation.
Yeah. That's the one. That's the one. It was a
I
good
was
platform.
there.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
You
That's
you
good.
were against Vasim Mavadov, was it?
Yes, that's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good performance.
Thank you. But that's what I'm saying is like that fight was like me. It was almost like I was debuting all over again because it had been so long. So it was like the fight on the 5th of November, the last one on the black boxing card. I was still finding myself. Do you know what I mean? But come March, I should be out again. We're working in the gym. I'll be a lot more. It'll be a way better performance.
So are we? Are you gonna be trying to push for like an area title next year?
Next year, yeah. Funny you said. I thought it was yeah. So next year, hopefully, I've spoken to my manager. I want to be a lot more active. Hopefully, if I can get 5 fights in the year, that would be wicked. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And also I want to challenge for a Southern Area title at the
But
end of
you
the
need
year.
to
So that's
fight.
the
Is the goal to fight in a 6-rounder next?
yeah. So my fight, funny enough, it's funny you say that. I was actually planning to. So my next fight, I spoke to my manager and I told him that my next fight I wanted to be 6 rounds because I feel like my style, I get stronger as the rounds go on. So 6 rounds, the longer rounds will suit me. The 4 rounds is still a bit amateur. You know what I mean? It's like the amateurs. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So you'll have a few 6-rounders, then maybe I don't know your
Then step
plan.
up. Then
Yeah,
step up. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Because
That's the plan.
the area title's a good title to win, and then maybe, well, it depends when you win it. Because if you win it in like May, April, you could later in maybe you could defend it once, then push for like an English or something.
That's it. That's it. Look, you know what I mean? You got the roadmap, you know what I mean, planned out. But yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. We'll see how next year goes. But that's my next short term goal would be to fight for a Southern Area title. Then whether it's an English, British, just push on from there.
Yeah, just keep moving
Yeah,
forwards.
that's it. That's it.
Did you have an amateur career?
Yeah, I had 40. I think if I'm correct, I had 40 fights as an amateur. I boxed in the ABAs twice, the elite ABAs twice. Boxed in the London novices, box cup. I won the box cup once. I boxed abroad a few times, representing London, in Germany and Denmark, and there was a few other places I think. But yeah,
So
So
you
yeah,
were
no,
a good amateur, mate. Seems like
I
you
was
boxed all over the place.
I was a decent amateur. I could have been if I'd put my head down at the time. I would have been a lot better. But yeah, I was a decent amateur. Decent.
Yeah, that's good. So how many amateur fights roughly did you have?
About 40.
That's good.
40.
So
Yeah, 40.
you've had quite a few amateur fights, and did you get any
Yeah.
wins by stoppage or like knockout?
Yeah, I had so I didn't stop that many people as an amateur. It's funny enough, it's because when I first obviously started boxing, I was coming in about my first fight was 60, I was coming about 60, 67, 65, you know. And then obviously as I've grown, when I moved up to middleweight, that's when a few of my stoppages happened. But that was like towards the end, you know.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the bigger you are, like, do you think the power will come?
I feel like the power's there now. I feel like the power's there now.
Personally, I thought you nearly stopped that Poloski.
Yes, I could have, but then I kind of stopped and admired my work. I could have, I should have kept. Do you know what I mean? Working. A few people said that, and I did. I think I did hurt him in the third round.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. I think if I had pushed on, just kept the pressure on him, I think I could have got him out of there. And maybe
Yeah,
punched with him. As I said, it's been a long time since I've fought consistently. So,
yeah, I
you know
know
what I mean?
because you fought like in April, so that was a long time out the ring. If you wanted to do it,
Yeah, and that was like the first time.
am I right in saying that you got like a fight cancelled?
Yeah, I had a fight cancelled last year. No, I did. I think I was scheduled to. I was meant to be on a show. I think it was in July, if I'm right.
Yeah,
July or no June
June.
down Watford. Yeah, but at the time we pushed it back. We pushed it back.
So why did you not fight? I think the card got like pulled, like the whole show was off.
Oh, I think it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. No, we pushed it back because I had like a hairline fracture. So we pushed it back. We pushed it back. It was like there was no point. And yeah, so we just pushed it back.
So are you still like training or are you having a break now as it's like coming up to Christmas?
No, I'm still training. I'm still ticking over, still doing my runs. Obviously balancing work and thing, but I'm still training. Obviously not as hard. I'm so the first week after the fight, I took a bit of a break, you know. Still ticking over though, doing my runs, like, you know, the normal stuff, but just catching up with my social life and whatnot.
Yeah.
But from last week, from week, I've been back in the gym. Went down the gym about 3 times last week. Next week, I'm going to be there a lot more. So we're just trying to keep the ball rolling because I want to get out as soon as possible. So February, March, I want to be out as soon as possible. As soon as possible.
If there's an opportunity in January and you're like, would you fight in January if you're
Yeah,
if you're ready?
yeah, yeah. But with January shows, I feel like with the small promoters, they try and stay away from the January shows because it's coming off the back of Christmas. Do you know what I mean? So it's quite hard ticket sales and whatnot. So
Yeah.
February is like I'm looking at February or March. Hopefully
Yeah.
February. You know,
Yeah.
everything goes to plan.
And then maybe you could, if everything goes to plan in February, you never know, you might get out in March.
Yeah.
You just never know, mate.
You just never know. You just never know. You just never know.
Are you a fan of boxing as well?
I'm a big fan of boxing. I'm a big student of boxing. I do love the sport. I've been boxing for years, so yeah, I'm a big fan of boxing. I can keep up with everything. What about you? You must be.
I'm a massive fan of boxing. I love it.
Okay.
So, what boxes do you like to watch?
What current boxers right now that if I sit down and watch, I like watching Terence Crawford.
Yeah.
Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. I look at Tyson, even though he's a big guy. I look at Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a brilliant boxer.
Can I wait? Wait. So, who do you think would win, Crawford and Errol Spence?
I think it will be a close fight. But in my opinion, I think Crawford will nick it. Purely off, I think Crawford has got better boxing skills. Do you know what I mean? Errol, don't get me wrong, Errol's a brilliant boxer and he's got good boxing skills. But I think Crawford's boxing skills are slightly better and he's got good feet.
Spencer's got good feet as well.
Yeah, but I feel like with the lateral movement that Crawford does, I think Errol Spence kind of needs you to kind of be there in order, and I just don't see Crawford sitting there. But I think it will be back and forth. I'm leaning more towards Crawford, but it could go either way.
Yeah. Because Crawford's got a fight soon, hasn't he, against Avanesian?
Yes, yeah. When is that again?
10th of December.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
So is your dream to fight like on the Matchroom shows, the Top Ranks and that lot?
Well, my dream ultimately is to win a world title. So what comes, you know what I mean? Whatever comes at the time is right for me, I'll take it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say he's slasher. Yeah. But the ultimate goal is to become a world champion.
Yeah. So like so just that's what most boxers want to be. They want to be the world champion, but
that's it.
One step at a time is
one step at a time.
Only fairly new into like the pro scene, aren't you?
Yeah.
And why should people come and like buy tickets to watch you? What makes you different?
I just feel like I've got a lot to offer the sport. Come 2023, 2023, I'm gonna showcase my skills. I got good hands, I got good feet, good accuracy, I got good power in both hands, and I've just got a lot to offer to the sport. And come 2023, I plan to show it, because this year wasn't a good year in terms of just, getting out twice. I would have liked to be a lot busier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. So next year, the plan is just to showcase my skills and get my name out there. So that's why people should follow me.
Yes. And my last question for you is, do you have any advice for someone who wants to be a professional boxer?
For someone that wants to be a professional boxer?
Yeah.
Is this someone that's like done the amateurs?
Oh, so would you recommend going through the 100%. Amateurs before you go pro?
100%. Amateurs is just your fundamental. That's where you learn your fundamentals. The school of boxing. So anyone that decided to go pro and wanted to box at the elite level, I'll definitely recommend them to go to the amateurs. Amateurs is where you can make mistakes. You can learn from them. You know what I mean? You'll see different styles, and it's just the best place to learn. It's the best place to learn and craft your skills. With the pros, it's a business and it's unforgiving. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And before I let you go, do you want to shout out like anyone who's helped you so far in your career?
So yeah, I'd like to shout out my coach, Clive Dixon. That's my head coach. And also my second coach, Dean. Big shout out to them because they put a lot of time in. Also, my promoter, Mark Pryor, for giving me the opportunity. And also, other promoters like Dean White, who put me on the Black Box show. So yeah, my
Yeah.
shout outs.
And thank you for your time, mate. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you for having me
Bye.
on. You doing what you're doing. Yeah.